Novi. This is a city on the left side of Montenegro, also a coast city. As you can see right now, I'm sitting in front of the ocean. A little bit rocky right here, so it's not really a place to swim, but there are many places to swim right here. And yeah, something that I actually already noticed from this city is that it is, or actually what I noticed in Montenegro in general, is that it has all the advantages of Mediterranean countries, like the climate, the sea, and I would argue that the sea right here is even more beautiful than in many parts of Italy and many parts of Spain, to be honest. But I also have the feeling that it has the Western advantages too, or let's say the traditional Western advantages, as being a very safe country. Like, I personally have the feeling that right here in Montenegro, I feel more safe than, for example, in Italy or Spain. And I don't want to say that I'm feeling unsafe in Italy or Spain, but for example, with crossing the road and all of these things, like right here, it goes very much respectfully. When people were talking about that the traffic here is crazy, I actually expected it way worse than it actually is so far in my trip. Maybe that's also because I've lived in Asia, and of course the traffic in Asia is really bad. And today I had to take a bus from Tifat to Herzeg Novi, which took about 1.5 hours, and I can understand it's high season and the streets are a little bit full, so the bus will wait a little bit now and then. It will have a little bit of a traffic jam, but I mean, the seat is comfortable, the bus drive is super nice. You even have, the bus goes even on the boat, it goes very streamlined, the whole process. And yeah, I have to say there's nothing to complain about, to be honest. It's just it's all very easy going. And also the price, I paid €5 for like a 1.5 hour bus ride, including the boat and everything. So yeah, if the bus drives a little bit slower now and then, I don't really care too much. That's also the mentality right here. People take things a little bit more slower than, of course, in the Western countries. That's part of the Mediterranean. But also, guys, this is again an advantage right here. People take it slower, but I don't feel they take it as slow as, for example, Spanish or Italians with, for example, in Spain, that the shops close in the midday. I haven't seen it here, but yeah, I also did not spend too much time yet in Montenegro, so maybe I'll get some surprises in the future. But so far it's actually pretty awesome country, really awesome country, and way better than I expected. Even though I did a lot of research and I expected already to be good, it is even better than I would have expected. Okay, let's look a little bit around. It's beautiful right here. A little bit cloudy day today, so that's a little bit less. I would like to see this city when it's not so cloudy. And one of the main differences that you can see already with Herzeg Novi and Tifat is that Herzeg Novi is a little bit bigger, it is a little bit more traditional, it is a little bit more authentic. Tifat is really this place where you have like all these yachts, and it's one of the newest cities of the newest city in Montenegro, as far as I'm told. And you can definitely see that in the buildings as well. So here in Herzeg Novi, you are going to see a little bit older buildings, but they have some different amenities too. So they have a co-working space, actually they have 2 co-working spaces. So I'm going to visit one of them in a bit to have a look how that looks, and maybe ask them some questions like how is life here as an expat. But let's first have a look at the environment in Herzeg Novi. thing is for sure, if you want to move to the city, you gotta have strong legs, because we are walking stairs after stairs after stairs. But guys, I just went to a co-working space. I'll edit this in the video, and I've talked to some people that live here. They set up a company here, and they're working here. They actually say that Herzeg Novi is the biggest positive thing about Herzeg Novi is that you get like a real city vibe, and you can have quite some luxury right here. It's not as luxury or luxurious as Tivat, I have the feeling, but it is bigger than Tivat, so that's quite nice. And you actually have two co-working spaces in the city. This one actually is called Collective. It's very beautiful, it's very nice. And yeah, I get the feeling that there are quite some expats in this country, because there were quite some people working there. One guy I talked to, he already lives there for 3 years. Where am I? I have no clue where I am. And one of the things that I asked, which for me was important, was how is it in winter right here? Because sometimes you hear like in the summer these coastal cities, they are completely full, but then in the winter they are completely empty. But he actually said that in the winter it is also busy right here, so you also have a city feeling, and there are still many expats who actually live here and work from here. I just finished the talk with the second co-working space with Radovan. Let's have a look at the interview. So guys, today we are at a co-working space in Herzeg Novi, and the co-working space is called Capsula, and this is the second co-working space that we are going to, and we're going to ask this gentleman some questions. So yeah, let's start with the co-working space. Like how much expats do come here and work in this co-working space?
Our co-working is small, about 10 or 15 people coming during the month. We started with this job 2 years ago because of the war. A lot of people from Russia and Ukraine come to live in Montenegro, and they are working like a digital nomad.
And do you also know what type of job foreigners have? You had any Westerners also, like Russian, Ukraine, but also like people from Holland or Germany or something?
Now during the season we have a lot of people who are coming from West Europe also to work inside, because they need some quiet place, because they need to speak and to explain them. And we have this open area where they sit and work, but we have also one small office here. If they have some private conversation or some private to do, they enter inside and finish their job.
And about the city, Herzeg Novi, like you just say like you have the high season, but how is it the whole year round? Like what can you tell a little bit about the city?
Our city is a small city, about 30,000-40,000 people living during the year. We are a touristic place, and a lot of tourists come from May to October.
And how is the winter here? Is the winter also many expats still living here?
Winter it's nice because it is not too cold. We have 1-2 months raining, but not like before. About 280 sunny days, and a lot of people like here, and Montenegro and our city is interesting for young people from Europe who are working like a digital nomad, and for them it's very nice to hear. They can work, walk. We have a short coast, about 100 kilometers, but we have nice mountains, and from the sea to mountains is about 2 hours and 30, maybe 3 hours with the car.
And if you look at, for example, like Tivat, Herzeg Novi, and Budva, and what is the thing that make Herzeg Novi really unique?
Summer and in the season, because they have a lot of music, discotheques, and everything else. Herzeg Novi, it's a different city than Tivat and Budva. It is city where you can enjoy in walking. We don't have a lot of discotheques and everything else, and it is good for people who has families to come, stay, work, walk, go to the beach. If they want to have party, we have some place, but not as in,
Not as Budva.
As Budva. But if you want to listen music and go out and all night, it is 1 hour from Herzeg Novi. You can go to Budva, go to nightlife, and after that you come and Herzeg Novi and rest and enjoy.
Yeah, it's nice because I see every city has their own like style, right? Like Herzeg Novi, I already feel is really different than Tifat. Tifat is super new, like lot of money there, you know, with the boats. You have more a city feeling in Herzeg Novi, and Tifat is more like a village.
There, but Herzeg Novi is city of culture.
More authentic.
Yes, a lot of writers live here before they write books. A lot of painter lives in Herzeg Novi. We have this strip festival. A lot of people from Europe come here. It is international festival, and they come to write strips like Roman. I forget the English word for that.
Yeah, I see some art shops too. It's really creative city, Herzeg Novi, right?
Culture.
Culture.
A lot of culture we have here, and people who are in this branch, they like to come here and to see the pictures, to stay near the sea, to paint.
And do you think it's safe? It's safe here or not?
Yes, Herzeg Novi is a safe city. We don't have a problem with criminal. We are a city who is very close to EU, to Dubrovnik, and it is quiet place with not a problem of criminal. You can walk, you can sleep on the street. Nobody will make you any problem.
Yeah, I can agree because I feel super safe here, man.
Oh no, it is in our culture a long time. A lot of people comes here to live from Europe, from America, from Russia, and then a lot of people come from different sides.
It's easy to connect with people from Montenegro, like as a European.
Yes, it is easy. A lot of people here speak English. English is international language, and we can discuss about everything. And as I tell you, we like to speak with the people from outside and to explain them about our place, about our culture, and to help them to how I tell you to integrate with us and live here.
And for the last question, like how much is monthly membership in the co-working space?
It is 10 euro per day, but if you took a ticket for all month, it is 125.
Okay.
It is not expensive. It's about 5 euro per day on working. You have internet 5G, you have coffee, tea, water, you have a printer if you want to print something, and our projector, we have some presentation.
Thank you very much for your time, man.
Thank you. See you.
So what I find interesting, guys, that you can get a little bit of a look and feel of what's going on in the city. And I definitely have a clear image right now on what is going on. I think there are quite some expats right here. It's not like a crazy big city, like Radovan said as well. There's like 30 to 40,000 people in the city. I would argue that a small percentage of that are tourists and expats, because I definitely see quite some foreigners. We're back at the stairs, and yeah, it's actually the feeling that I get a little bit in the city is it is very much family friendly. There are many tourists. There's a very long beach promenade that you can walk on, and There's a big Mediterranean atmosphere here, and you have like all the amenities you want to have if you are like a digital nomad or if you are looking to relocate. So just a little bit my summary of the city of Herzeg Novi is you have a very nice Mediterranean small city, but not too small. I mean, 2 co-working spaces is pretty decent. It really depends on what type of life that you're looking for. I've seen multiple fitness centers right here. And we have Gym 2000, that's pretty much in the center, close to the old town. And it is also across the beach, which basically means that you can do a workout if you like, and then afterwards just directly jump in the water. But if we just look at the machines and this fitness place, you can see it's very advanced. They have many machines, many weights. There is a corner for everyone, so it's just nice to have this option. Of course, you can also train outside. You can have like your morning runs, jogging at the beach line. Of course, that is pretty nice to do, better than to run in the gym, I would personally say. Nevertheless, everyone always has their personal preferences in that case, but it's just nice to have such an option in the city where you can really really train, really work out. And probably especially when winter is coming, then you want to have an option like this. Even though you like outdoor fitness like I do, in the winter you probably want to be in something like this. And as you can see in the video, they got many equipment. We had the outside gym that I'm going to right now, which I personally think is very interesting as well. It is very different from Tifat, the first city, in terms of the way that the city looks and the way that the city feels. So it feels, to me, it feels like a completely different city. It is also a completely different city. But in Tifat you have more like this, everything is super clean. Here it's also clean, but it's more newer in Tifat. But the downside of it is that it's more smaller, but you don't have all these stairs in the city. So take in mind when you relocate to Herzeg Novi that you have all these stairs everywhere, which probably is very good for your legs. And you might can skip a workout every week just by using all these stairs. But anyway, if you have a problem with that, the taxis in this city are super cheap. So I took a cab yesterday, and it was a couple of kilometers, I don't know exactly, maybe 2 kilometers, and it was like €3. So definitely way different prices than in, for example, the Netherlands or other parts of Western Europe. So apparently 3 years ago, many Russians and Ukrainians people came here. That's also what the guy from the fitness actually told me. But they left right now. Many of them left, and many of them, what I heard from multiple people, went to Spain or to Portugal as an alternative for here in Montenegro. But personally, I don't understand it, because I believe it's actually nicer here than Spain or Portugal, although I haven't been traveling too much in both countries. I've been to Portugal, I've been to Spain, and I've been to Italy. I've traveled around in Italy, but what I find here in Montenegro so far is just a little bit more relaxed. You don't get pulled on the street like to buy something. You don't get pushed to buy anything. It's super relaxed. I think the tax system here is also better than in Portugal and in Spain. So I actually don't really know why a lot of people left recently. After coming here 3 years ago to Spain and Portugal, maybe they got tired, because that's something I can understand, because it is a small town. Maybe in a couple of years you'll get a little bit bored or tired. That depends, of course, on your lifestyle. If you travel a lot, then you can keep making it interesting, but still have a base somewhere that is pretty relaxed. Strategically, the location of Herzeg Novi can be very good as well, because it is a two-hour bus drive from the Dubrovnik airport. That's the airport in Croatia. But I think if you go by car, it's probably a bit faster, and you might even be able to take a taxi, which is still pretty affordable. But honestly, if you are looking for a nice Mediterranean paradise, like a family city, a city where you can easily go with your family and with your kids and everything, I think Herzeg Novi right here in Montenegro is absolutely beautiful. And if you for example, work online, you have a website, for example, or you provide services from a distance, kind of like remote job, then it makes a lot of sense to settle here in terms of taxes, because the taxes here are pretty low, while you still get the structure of Europe. It's actually really good structure here with European banks, so you don't have to for example, have a Thai bank account or a South American bank account. You can have a European bank account and work with euros in a business. That's pretty nice as well. But I would say just the overall lifestyle right here, I mean, it's not overcrowded at all. There are tourists, it's high season right now. Probably in the winter it's going to be more chill, it's going to be more quiet. But it's not like in many places like Italy and Spain where it's really, really overcrowded and where the prices shoot through the roof. I've been to Italy last summer and it was not really cheap at all, to be honest. I think here it is cheaper, and I also have to be honest, I think the beach and everything, the views here, they are looking nice as well. I went to Lake Como, and in a sense it looks a little bit like Lake Como because you have all these big mountains surrounding the ocean, and Lake Como is, of course, a lake, is not the ocean. But I have to say that the ocean right here, it's super clean, it's super clear, and it's a better ocean than many places that I've seen in Italy or in Spain. So yeah, I can get that many people 3 years ago, especially with the global situation, came to Herzeg Novi. 100%, I can definitely understand that. I also can understand that they leave after 3 years, that many have left because maybe they just want to start a new adventure. But I think this is definitely one of the hidden places, because I have never really heard anyone in my direct environment talk about this city, let alone talk about the country itself. I've never really met people that went to Montenegro, and it just sparked my interest in a sense because I just saw one picture online about a beach and I was like, whoa, what is that type of country? And then I googled a little bit about this country and I was like, wow, I have to go and visit this country because there are so many benefits if you want to live with a European Mediterranean lifestyle. You want to relocate because you don't like the situation in your own country, then I think Montenegro is a very good option. And I've talked here with many people on the street and I'm telling them that I want to relocate and I'm considering to live in Montenegro for a longer period of time, and they all react very positive. They're all very welcoming. They're all very like, wow, come to Montenegro, will be nice. People are it's easy to connect, they speak good English. It's very easy to connect. There's no culture shock at all. It's just more relaxed. It's more relaxed. It is cheaper. The taxes are better. So there are definitely not many trade-offs so far, I feel, but I'm also early in my trip, so maybe I'm still in my honeymoon phase, and maybe there are some trade-offs in winter, but yeah, so far I don't see many trade-offs, and I can actually see a huge potential in this country for the coming years for many people, especially for people from the Netherlands, to relocate to this specific country. It makes a lot of sense, and like I said, there are really not really trade-offs. You gain a lot by moving here, and you probably save a lot too, depending on your line of business. So guys, that was my experience of Herzeg Novi. I'm editing right here with, as you can see, with a beautiful view in the background. It's really amazing. A little bit bad lighting if I put the camera like this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to know more, if you have any questions, you can always shoot me an email. I'll leave my contact down below in the description. And I will end this video with a little bit of nice scenery videos. Okay guys, enjoy. Bye bye.